Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Economics Mate, and welcome to another video here in World of Tanks Blitz. And in today's video, we're going to be watching Peter KEKW, aka the most OP player in all of Blitz. I know his name is Peter Cuke, as people say, but I'm just going to call him Peter from now on. Now, if you don't know who Peter is a fellow Blitz YouTuber who does a lot of streams on the daily. He makes a couple videos here and there, but honestly, he is one of the best players that you'll ever see in World of Tanks Blitz. No joke, he is incredible, and I absolutely love him. And he's playing in the WZ-132-1, which is the T10 Chinese light tank. Now, if you don't know about this tank, it's a bit slept on, to say the least. It is a tank that not many people tend to play, and it's quite underrated. Except in except in update 11.3, where Peter demonstrated just how incredible this tank is. To give you an idea of the kind of buffs that this tank has had, let me give you the rundown. So, it's been balanced somewhat. So, it's had some nerfs. Let's go for the nerfs real quick, as we see Peter doing some blind shots there, beforehand. And, yeah, I mean, just have a look at how he plays, right? Look at that. Had some snapshots there in the WZ. I mean, this gun is really, really fun. It's a 105mm gun that just sings. It's so good. It's such a good tank to be playing. And he's up to 1400 damage already and has 2 kills. And believe it or not, his team is down 2 tanks and the enemy team is down 2 tanks. So, anyway, let's talk about the WZ. Because this tank is something else. This tank really is something else. So, it's had some nerfs. So, the penetration on its AP shells has gone down to 232mm of pen, which is fine. The heat penetration has gone down to 300mm, which, you know, let's be honest here, that's freaking incredible for a light tank at T10. The HE penetration has been nerfed to 50mm, which, again, is quite a significant number. The gun handling has been nerfed from 0.11 to 0.12, so the dispersion is slightly worse on the move, which is fine, I guess. Now, as we see Peter on 1700 damage right now, the buffs. This is where this tank really does shine, and Peter showcases just how incredible this tank is at T10, right? So here we go. The buffs. The maximum possible view range has been increased to 327 meters. 327 meters of view range. Just let that sink in for a second. That, I believe, is just as much, if not more, than the backshed. That's number one. Number two, reverse speed has been increased from 20 kilometers an hour to 24 kilometers per hour, which is incredible. Also, by the way, Peter's on 3 kills, and he's got over 2,000 damage. I mean, come on, man. Just show everyone. Just let everyone know how OP you really are. I mean, come on. Anyway, it's now going faster in reverse. It's got better view range. It's got gear oil provision, right? By the way, it's got gear oil provision, which means that it adds up to 3 to 9% of engine power and an increase between 2 and 6 kilometers per hour to its top speed and its reverse speed, which means it's going even faster. The reload, the DPM, the reload has been buffed. It's now 6.36 seconds on this 105mm cannon. And the DPM was at 3,179 and is now at 3,394. This is a tier 10 light tank, for God's sake. And Peter is on 4 kills and he's done 3,600 damage. Like, this is just insane. You're basically averaging 350 alpha per shot. And there's a potential of making 400 alpha and possibly higher than that every time you pen. It's insane. The tank is incredible. It really is. It's been slept on. This tank has been slept on. People need to understand. The WZ-132-1, in my opinion, is probably the best light tank at T10 right now. And it's been slept on and people not playing this tank. Peter showed this exact replay that you're watching right now live on his stream. And even he said, holy shit, this tank is freaking good. Why are people not playing it? And I 100% agree with him. I mean, dude, it's incredible. The game, I mean, just look at that, right? I'm going to show you, you're going to look at the sort of the results of the gameplay, okay? Have a look at this. I'm going to show you another battle next. 6,475 damage. If you're wondering where that 6,475 damage comes from, and the ace mastery, by the way, he was shooting into that bush where there was a tank at the beginning of the match where you saw him. There was a tank actually camping there in the bush. And he basically just knew it was there and he kept shooting. This is a testament of how good this freaking tank is. It's amazing. Honest to God, it's amazing. I'm going to show you another replay that Peter has sent me. And this was on live stream, by the way. He was doing this live on stream. That's how OP this guy is, right? If you don't know who he is, go check him out. I don't know how you don't know who Peter is. Go check him out. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description below. He's amazing. This tank, absolutely insane. I'm going to show you the next replay. And please, hold your horses, because my God, is this good. Here we go. We're going to showcase another replay, right? You guys ready for this? Just so you know, this was played live on stream, okay? It's a purely T10 match right now. There's only T10s against T10s. Okay. I'm not even kidding when I say this, all right? Have a look at who he's coming up against, right? He's coming up against Concept 1B, a Grill A15, Yak Panzer E100, a Progetto 65, a Sheridan, and a TVP 5051, right? And on top of that, another heavy tank, right? So he's coming up against a fair amount of decent tanks. All right, here we go. Right, ready? Here we go. So that's his first shot. Yeah, it's going to line it up very, very quickly. It's going to line it up. I want you just to see how quickly this game ends. And how much damage Peter is able to do within 4 minutes of the match. I'm not even joking when I say this match is over in under 4 minutes. And Peter absolutely decimates the enemy team. Here we go. He's already up to 1,000 damage. He's been putting damage into that TVP. Right, here we go. The Caro 45T has unfortunately killed the friendly TVP. But Peter gets a assist in that kill against the TVP there. He gets a nice shot into that Progetto 65. Here we go. The chase is on, as they say. Peter is already up to 2,128 damage in this game. Unfortunately, the Progetto 65 does end up killing the FV4005, aka the Shitman. We got the Yak Panzer E100 there, and a beautiful shot by Peter. Absolutely gracious, going over that jump there, getting into that Yak Panzer E100 quite easily, damaging him, as to say. He gets attracked. Obviously, he's going to track him, as we can see. I mean, come on. Peter, what are you doing, mate? You're absolutely destroying the team. He's already up to 3,629 damage. I mean, if this doesn't showcase just how good of a player Peter is and how great this WZ is, I mean, what's more to say? The DPM is amazing. The view range is amazing. I mean, look at that. He does a HE shot on that Caro 45T and does over 450 damage with that HE shot and gets an absolutely beautiful clutch shot into that Jagdpanzer E100 before he gets a chance at shooting him. Oh my dear lord, this really has turned the tide of war. He is up to 4,500 and, well, up to 4,900 right now damage and 2 kills. He's getting into that Grill A15. The Grill A unfortunately can't do anything. He is currently stuck behind a wall and the 60 TP ends up killing him. And Peter is on 5,700 damage. And the game has only just started. It's literally 2 minutes into the batch. And he's already on 6,100 damage. Oh, God help me. This tank is insane. And Peter, oh Peter, my good friend, you really are the real MVP. Gets a beautiful shot into the Concept 1B. Unfortunately, does not manage to pen with HE, but then he gets the last kill and is at 7,011 damage. Boys and girls, If you haven't done so already, please, for the love of God, go subscribe to Peter. He is an amazing human being, an absolute warrior in this game. He absolutely decimated this match. I mean, 3 destroyed, 7,011 damage, 6 vehicles damage. He's only assisted 366, but I mean, most of the damage was his. Of course, he gets the Top Gun. Or the high caliber rather, and of course he gets the ace mastery once again. That's 2 games in the WZ that he aced in this game. He is amazing, and amazing is really a stretch of the imagination. Boys and girls, if you haven't done so already, please grind this tank, play this tank, show this tank some love. Show it some love before Wargaming decides to nerf it again, because it really is the best light tank at tier 10 right now. I don't care what anyone says, you can disagree with me all you want, but I'm pretty sure Peter will agree with me. This tank is the best light tank at tier 10. It's incredible. It really is. It's got everything possibly going for it. And yet people, for some odd reason, don't want to play it. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to keep going on. Peter, thank you very much for sending me those replays. Onwards and upwards. Guys, all I can say is this tank is amazing. It's definitely worth grinding, so go ahead and get yourself one of these tanks. Boys and girls, look after yourselves. Look after your friends and family, and of course your wives and your husbands, and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.
Yeah, thank you all for watching, and a massive, massive thank you for all subscribing. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.